What's up guys, I'm NOOB-Genesis and this is from Sniping Noob to Sniping Pro. So what I wanted to do in this video is just to let you guys know a little bit about me and what my channel is going to be all about. I'm 21 years old and in case you can't tell by my accent, I'm from Australia. I've been playing COD on off since about the COD 4 days, although that was mostly just split screen and LAN. I really got into the online scene around about Black Ops 1, but before then I was playing a lot of Halo 2. However, one thing in both COD and Halo I've always had in common is I love sniping. Honestly, I don't mind going ham with an SMG every now and then, just destroy people, all that's good. But I always just seem to come back to a sniper. It's just my weapon of choice. I don't know why. Could be the one-shot kills, could be the enemy raging, could just be the challenge in the skill. All I know is after 3 or 4 games with a full auto weapon, I just want to go back to sniping. But let's skip all that crap and talk about this channel. What I want to do with this channel is help other players get better at getting feeds, making montages, and all around be better at sniping. I want to do class guides, setup guides, sniper tips, game breakdowns, map breakdowns with things such as traffic areas, feeding spots, shot spots, and even wallbang spots. But that's not all. You guys are not the only ones that want to get better at sniping. At this current time, I kind of consider myself an above average sniper. I'm no phase Pamage or optic kits, but I certainly know how to handle a sniper rifle. So while I'm going to be going for clips for montages, posting setup guides and map breakdowns, I'll also be posting gameplays. And these gameplays will be real gameplays. And what I mean by that is they aren't going to be all epic 100 plus blister gameplays. No, some of them are just going to be simple, average gameplays that are still aggressive and entertaining to watch, but there'll be gameplays that I can point out to you guys where I made mistakes and what I should have done instead. Hell, I might even post some of them which I just get absolutely stomped and just explain why and what I did wrong and what was the problem. The reason I want to do this is most epic snipers you see floating around give these epic gameplays which are awesome to watch, but they don't really help you become a better sniper. They don't really go in depth in teaching you what you can do. So let's kick this off and talk about this gameplay. As you can probably see, I am playing some ground war domination and the map is Yemen. I think I go for about 47 and 29. Now, by this point of the game, you've probably noticed 3 things. Number 1, my main tack spot. Number 2, I tend to run to the same 2 spots pretty frequently. And 3, I'm not really playing the objective that much. The reason for this is I was actually going for feeds during this gameplay, which I almost had a clean quad feed, but I made a small mistake and lost it, which I'll point that out when it comes to it. Okay, there are a few reasons why I place my tack where I do. The first is the building's location. There is only 1 or 2 spawns on the entire map that don't really work in my favour, both of which are on the complete opposite side of the map. If I run off my tack to the right, I'm in the open court area and I have C flag spawns just funneling in towards me. All the while I'm covered by the ute or the statue in the middle of the courtyard. Then if I run straight ahead off my tack, I tend to be able to get a couple kills out the window before climbing out, running around to B flag, then moving up to the A flag spawns where I can just pick them off from behind the other ute. Now, I place it in that specific corner because it cannot be seen from either window, which people tend to just stare through if you have your tack in view. And then on top of that, the door frame tends to block any noticeable trace of the tack insert as people walk through the door. Generally because they're getting ready to pre-fire around into the actual room, not into the side part where they don't expect someone to stand. Which basically is just why I place my tack there. But I'll go more into tack spots in my future map breakdown videos. Now the next thing you'll notice is I'm constantly going to the 2 same spots, and you know what, I won't lie, it's kinda campy. But it is also the main 2 spots you will see people funnel out of like no tomorrow, both off the A flag and the C flag spawns. The spots I'm of course talking about are the spots next to B flag, behind the ute or pickup, whatever you want to call it. And the other spot is behind the ute or pickup in the courtyard area near C flag. You can just literally sit behind that spot, and as long as you know where your teammates are and where these people should spawn, you will just have them funneling out and you can easily get 5 people coming through at once while you have plenty of protection just to pick them off one at a time. And now we're coming up to the end of this round, and I want to show you, this is kind of a perfect example of why I call this series From Noob to Pro, and why I also like to make it obvious that I'm also still learning in all this process as I help you guys. And one of these things that's noticeable is I tend to check my scores quite a bit, and don't know why, just a habit that I've had for quite a long time. I used to be a big TDM player, and obviously keeping track of your KD and stuff is pretty useful. And it's something that I've got to learn because I've only had my capture card for about 2-3 days now. No, 2 days. And it's something that I've got to learn to stop doing, as I just did again. Because I actually managed to ruin a 6-man kill cam because I accidentally brought up my my score. Because with this Elgato capture card, I didn't know that I can actually rewind it and find stuff even if I wasn't recording, which, my god, I wish I knew now. But hey, that's what this whole series is supposed to be about. Got to make mistakes to learn from them. And as this commentary is going, I've actually realized another thing I seem to have underestimated, and that's how much time 10 minutes can really be when you're doing a commentary. Trying to think of stuff to talk about is a bit harder than I thought. So I guess I'm going to talk about more of the content that I plan on releasing. Like the map breakdowns that I plan on doing. Some of the things I'd like to include in the map breakdowns will be obviously the big map itself of the actual map. Then from there I'd like to highlight things where certain spots where you can stand for feeds, so like those utes that I was talking about, and which directions to face. Then I'd like to put in some tack spots, some normal shot spots, and then some rushing spots. And if you don't know what a rushing spot is, or it could just be what I call a rushing spot, it's basically where you pick 1 or 2 people off and then you run down a certain path because that's where the people are most likely going to be next. And hopefully you get to those people before someone splits your feed like a prick. Oh, and of course, spawn points. How can I leave them out? Can't really have a map breakdown without the spawn points, because obviously spawn points pretty much the most important thing when going for feeds. You gotta know where people are coming from, and you gotta know. Oh, look at that! There's a little mistake that I made. I should have just cancelled my attack right there. But yeah, as I was saying, spawn points, like right there. If I was then like an enemy teammate just then, and I was behind that ute, it would have been, my teammates are all spread apart. It would have been very clear as to where I was coming from, and that easily gives me the opportunity to know, look, just there, 3 people all spawn on the same spot. If I was waiting behind that ute, that would have been 4 people in a clear line of sight, all because I was in a spot where I can see the spawns. It's really as simple as that. And it's crucial that you know where they are, which again is why I'm going to put them in the map breakdowns. And I'm sure as I'm going along I'll probably think of more things to chuck in the map breakdowns. In fact, I've probably already thought of a few, but just forgotten as I'm talking right now. Oh, and I think we're going up to a bit where I make another mistake that costs me a quad feed. Yep, this is it. First up I got this one guy. That's fair enough. I could have been a little quicker here, and instead I think I got a faded quad just here. I'm not faded, just rolling. See, bang, 2, 3, and if I had seen my radar, I would have been able to just turn and jump at that guy. And if I had just done a no-scope, then maybe I would have got it, maybe I wouldn't have. That's part of the luck when you are quick-scoping and sniping. But again, that's one of the other things I want to look at, is whether I should have made the decision to try and aim up that spot where I could probably only see his head, or should I have just jumped and gone for the no-scope and just hope that I get it. Like, those type of things, and even the entertainment value of which one would be better to watch. Those type of things are other things that I want to go through and kind of look more in depth into what people prefer. Hopefully get some opinions from you guys as well as to what you would prefer to see. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to all make better montages and just better videos in general. But anyway guys, this video is coming pretty much to an end, and I just want to leave it on a note that this is my first ever video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just, if you do like it, give me a thumbs up or whatever. If you're interested in what content may come out in the future, please feel free to subscribe. Also, it'd be good if you just left me some comments on how I can improve my commentary, or what suggestions you have for me, anything along those lines. And yeah, just any opinions in general would be good. because I do want to make this a very community-driven channel. Like, it's going to be based off you guys' opinions. I mean, you can't really make your own montage and say, oh, yep, they'll just like it. No, you got to know what they want, and the only ones who can tell you what they want is the person themselves. So, yeah, hopefully guys leave me some comments and let me know what you'd prefer to see. But other than that, this video is coming to an end, and I'd like to thank you for watching, guys. Have fun.
القناص قتل إلى الأمام. رصاص.
Agents, mission profile has not been achieved. RTB for retasking.